There's a local teacher fired.
When people are saying, oh, too bad you missed, that kind of stuff, not cool.
These absolutely unhinged Democrats thought that they could publicly wish that President Trump was assassinated. Thankfully, they all got their life ruined. This preschool teacher out of Cincinnati constantly makes anti-Trump videos.
So I would actually like to know what goes on in the heads of mega men? What goes on in your brain? Because I genuinely feel like it's not a whole lot of thinking.
Which was all corny and harmless until it reached a new level where she publicly wished that the assassin had succeeded against President Trump at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Man, there's been a few creators on here saying that like Friday or yesterday could have been the day. And then I wake up to that news, but not that news. We're gonna have to pay really close attention to what they're trying to actually distract us from.
Pay close attention to what they're hiding from us. These people are acting like it was all staged, but then they're also acting like it was a missed opportunity. The assassin should have succeeded. Both of those things contradict each other.
The aftermath of the gunman allegedly opening fire at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. There's a local teacher fired after she posts disparaging messages on social media about President Trump.
The teacher's name is Corinne Baum. As of yesterday, she was still instructing young students. That all changed when the school found out about a social media post where she seemed disappointed that President Trump was not injured or killed. Baum was reacting to the shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner in Washington, D.C. Saturday night. Bright Path has 12 preschool and daycare centers in the tri-state, and according to its website, they are a trusted early learning and child care provider, as well as a world-class and innovative provider of early childhood education. It is unclear what specific role Corinne Baum had at the Bridgetown location, but she is no longer there. Bright Path's corporate office released a statement to Fox 19, which reads, "Our organization does not tolerate and explicitly condemns any calls for violence. The comments made online by this individual are deeply inconsistent with our values. The individual in question has been terminated." We visited a home in Bridgetown that public records show as the address for Corinne Baum. We rang the doorbell, but no one answered. I was able to reach someone at a cell phone number linked to Corinne Baum. The woman told me she was a friend and that Baum was not interested in commenting, saying, quote, "She is going through a difficult time right now and is very distraught."
Oh, boo-hoo. You're facing negative consequences because you said you wish somebody would have unalived the president. It's crazy that this person is around our children, a preschool teacher. Here's more of her TikToks that she posted before the assassination post.
E. Price Academy and Robert Ginn that they believe to be unlawfully in this country. I don't believe that's public school kids an hour out of your fucking district. ICE, the police that fucking help them, and you too if you goddamn support this. Stay the fuck out of my city.
She's so mad. United Healthcare ended up having a crazy, demented leftist as their social media manager for healthcare.
We're cooked as a country when my first reaction to hearing the news about Trump's attempt was, it was probably fake. Like immediately I was like, oh, that wasn't real. Probably fake. And the second was, aw, they missed? So happy they missed. Oh, yeah, that's sad. That's when you know we're cooked.
2 in a row that are saying it's staged, but also darn, they missed. If you don't believe it's real, then why would you express any disappointment that it didn't happen? Thankfully, United Healthcare, due to all the people speaking out, fired that social media manager, saying violence is never acceptable and any comments that suggest otherwise are in no way consistent with our mission and values. And they said that that woman is no longer employed with the company. Someone replied saying, "I suggest you start having strict mental health screenings." Yeah, how did somebody like this become your social media manager in the first place?
Kaukauna high school teacher is on administrative leave after making a social media post about Saturday's shooting in Washington, D.C. New at 5, Samantha Cavalli has local reaction and the district's response.
Shock and concern Monday after a social media post tied to a high school teacher appeared to mock the attempted assassination of President Trump.
When people are saying, oh, too bad you missed, that kind of stuff, not cool.
The now deleted post was tied to social studies teacher Patrick Meyer's X account, which has also since been deactivated. Reading, quote, "I am not impressed with recent presidential assassins. It's expletive embarrassing. Booth, Gito, Cholgosh, Oswald must all be spinning in their graves. MAGAA. Make Americans great assassins again."
Wow.
Sad. For local business owner Mike Bray, the reaction was immediate.
Scary. I mean, people actually think that way. I mean, the office of president, regardless of what side side you're on should be held in high regard.
Bray says comments like
This
this
guy's real.
go beyond politics and cross a line. He says while people have the right to speak freely, comments like these can still carry consequences.
I was always taught to think before you talk, because sometimes what you say is not always what you mean. But at the same time, if that's what you mean, you got to worry about kind of some repercussions on that. And there should be some repercussions.
A statement from the district superintendent on the matter reads in part, quote, "The Kaukauna Area School District is committed to maintaining a safe and supportive learning environment for all students, families, and staff, and unequivocally rejects any conduct, expression, or behavior that may encourage, condone, or promote violence in
Stand
any
up.
form," end quote.
It's crazy that this guy thought he can get away with saying this and there'd be no repercussions, especially in Wisconsin. It's not like you're in Portland, Oregon, or San Francisco, California. A lot of these teachers are absolutely insane. Imagine your child being taught by this woman.
2 changes I'm making in my classroom this year.
Fuck Trump, fuck ICE, free Palestine. I'ma say that shit again, free Palestine.
Fuck Trump and fuck ICE, free Palestine.
No.
I'ma say that shit again, free Palestine.
These people manage to be scary, but also embarrassing and cringe at the same time. Let me know in the comments, do they have your kids do the Pledge of Allegiance at your school? The real one? People are calling for this Ohio teacher to be fired. No word yet on what's happening.
I wake up each morning hoping he has died. I go to bed each night hoping by the time I get up in the morning, he has died. I'm fully convinced that we can't even begin to start fixing any of our problems until he has died. For the love of all things good, just fucking die.
Imagine being this sad where you're wishing for this every day of your life. This guy's gonna end up being fired, then he's gonna need some money and he'll be begging to be an ICE agent.
To tell me that a pedophile was almost eliminated from this earth, and I'm supposed to feel anything other than disappointed. Right.
These people say this stuff about Trump, and I bet you they've never read Ashley's diary. We have this woman with the handle @thickjewishgirl. She posted online, "How did they miss again? #Trump." Well, I hate to break it to you, lady. These crazy free Palestine leftists definitely do not like the Jews. People are wanting something bad to happen to the Minocqua Brewing Company because you have the owner openly talk about the fact that he was going to give out free beer if Trump was assassinated. We almost got free beer day. Either a brother or sister in the resistance needs to work on their marksmanship or he faked another assassination to get a positive news cycle. This is absolutely insane. The third person who believes it's fake. Regardless, we stand ready to pour free beer the day it happens. Hopefully something happens to this guy's brewing company, but it's just so insane to me. They can't have anything look slightly positive for Trump. Trump supporters are not allowed to complain that people are trying to assassinate him because it's all faked and staged. But then at the same time, they're saying they're disappointed that someone has not yet tried to assassinate him. Fortunately, some of these people are being fired, but I think there needs to be more negative consequences for these people, man. Subscribe to me, Sanity Squad, for more content.